Hi all, we're looking at the Legendary Scimitar from the Legendary Romulan Warbird Bundle. So in this video we're going to look at her exclusive skin, the Tall Shard adapted Dreadnought Warbird skin, go over her consoles, her stats, test her in combat, and finally finish by telling you about the various items that come with this bundle. The Dare decks will be covered in the next video, so look forward to that. So as for the skin itself, it's the spikiest one I think that is currently available for the Scimitar, and it actually looks pretty cool. Although I'll personally be using the regular Scimitar skin for this anyway. Alright, so let's look at the advanced Scimitar system set first, just to get them out of the way. Because I'll say now, these three consoles, these three, are a waste of your console slots. But if you have nothing else and you want to fill your slots with something, they're okay. So, first of all, the Cloaked Barrage. It gives you 15 seconds to fire your weapons while cloaked. You're actually fully detectable and targetable for the last 5 seconds of this. Overall, I think you're better off using another console to boost your DPS instead. And really, it's nothing special, it's just a gimmick in my opinion, and in practical use. Really, there's better things you can get a similar effect. And yes, I'm using cannons just like the NPCs I'm in canon, because, well, you know. And it's actually quite viable with the prevailing innervated impulse engines, so it's fine. Anyways, the next one is the secondary shields, which, well, secondary shields, and it's been updated in the last patch to give more shields for the 3000. It's not too bad, but yeah, I think you're better off using something else. Finally, there's the Singularity Distributor unit, which allows you to keep your shields up while cloaked. But really, if you're using your cloak correctly and you're timing everything correctly, this is pointless and a waste of your slot. But of course, these three consoles allow you to have the Thaleron Pulse, the big super weapon seen in Nemesis. The damage has been vastly improved. It's actually quite good, I think. Yeah, so something to test, definitely. So let's assume your Scimitar is geared towards energy damage and not EPG, but this is boosted by EPG. But of course, if you're building your Scimitar like an EPG ship, something's gone wrong there. And the charge time was 7 minutes in the movie, but only 12 seconds in game, so thank goodness. But you'll be lucky if your target is actually still in your firing arc when you're using it. So, oh no, it's gonna dodge it. You know, it's best to leave it to this cumbersome thing to NPC ships and, you know, punish their flanks when they're charging it. Oh, it actually hit, nice. But yeah, and at the same time, this animation, so. So if you want to use it, fine, but really, as a high-end DPS build and stuff like that, it's best to avoid these three consoles. As for the flagship tech set, so these three consoles, only 2 of the 3, well, the 4th one came with an event ship back in the day, but I don't have it. The ones I prefer to use, and that can actually fit quite well in the high-end build, are the Adaptive Emergency Systems and the Flagship Tactical Computer. So what's nice about these is that, well, the former gives you a massive Category 2 damage bonus plus resistance, and the next one gives you firing haste, turn rate, and speed. So yeah, it's quite good. And the 2-piece set from this gives you +3 to turn rate and 2% to critical chance, which is actually pretty decent. As for the third piece, it's the dampening waved emitter, which you're better off using something else, really. It can disable enemies within 4 kilometers and does moderate damage, but yeah. So, alright, so let's switch over to a better build. That's better. So while we're at it, a few changes were made. So, Elite Romulan drone ships, these were updated in the latest patch, and the multispectral emitters have been improved to differentiate between certain enemies. and overall, they're one of the best pets in the entire game. So, and also in the latest patch, Malum support frigates can now also be equipped by scimitars, and as the name implies, they're good at support, and really the drone ships are vastly surpass them in damage, which is preferred in most situations. I don't own a Ranodare, which you do require to unlock these, so I can't exactly show those to you. And also, as an intel ship, you have Gather Intel, which honestly isn't all that useful if your target dies before you can even use it. It takes 15 seconds for your target to become vulnerable, and it's also single target, which means if your target dies, you'll have to start over again, and it's only really useful for big bosses and stuff like that. And of course, the Starship Trait. She's a predator, or as I like to call it, attack pattern shins on Theta. So, using an attack pattern grants some hull healing, which is nice, but the best part, of course, is the boost to damage equal to your Cloaked Ambush, which, if boosted properly as a Romulan, that's quite significant, and mine is sitting at 40% bonus damage for 22.5 seconds. And also, it reduces your cloak cooldown, which a Romulan does already quite brilliantly, so let's finish this patrol. And of course, being an intel ship, I'm taking advantage of the intel BOP seating. So we have Override Subsystem Safeties 3, which is one of the better intel powers. Alright, let's see this She's a Predator in action. Oh, yep, we saw that cloak cooldown. And we have the Cloak Ambush and the She's a Predator at the same time. Nice! Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, Elite Romulan Cloak and also She's a Predator. And now we can do it again. Yeah, it's quite good. And while I'm doing this patrol, and do ignore my inventory, I spent 3 patrols trying to level the Starship Trait, but anyways, the extras that come with it are the experimental ship upgrade tokens, which are tradable, so if you want to sell these, go ahead. And I'm trying to survive in an elite patrol while doing this, so anyways. Next you have the Romulan Survivor Duty Officer packs, so let's actually open these. Okay, so some low-buy, 30 low-buy, and your duty officers. And I just got a bunch of Romulan ones, but most of those will go to my fleet starbase. Anyways, oh, and also some of this stuff. And finally, your Tier 6 ship upgrade gift pack, which you can give to another person. But if you open it here, it will be bound to account. And also, there's of course the TOS TNG Romulan uniforms, the Reman Nemesis uniforms, and the Reman species, which you can unlock otherwise. For free, reaching Tier 5 in the Romulan reputation on any character, so... But yeah, you basically unlock everything inside the Romulan section of uniforms. So if you do like those uniforms, that's great. Personally, I'm not a big fan of them. The Reman Scimitar, the Reman Nemesis uniform is quite nice, I think. As for TNG and TOS, never really been a fan. And I wish that the Nemesis Romulan uniform was in the game, but it's not, so... yeah. You know, I would think that an exclusive Romulan pack like this would have that, but maybe someday. You know what, let's try this. Let's see if they can survive long enough for me to use gather intel. Oh, I can. Not bad, not bad. Well, there's your demonstration of gather intel. And it, of course, resets every time for a new target, so...
Jamming that spectrum of
Sorry about that. Alright. There's that she's a predator. Using all the flagship technologies. Launching up torpedoes, buffing everything. Man, this ship is fun. As a sit and shoot ship, it's good. Of course, definitely do a cannon build on an escort or a raider raptor, one of the faster ships, because it is somewhat cumbersome, but it is doable, especially with competitive engines. Alright, so yeah, that's it for this video. Look forward to the Daredex Legendary video next time, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe and ring the notification bell to be notified of future videos. Helps out the channel quite a lot and it's free, so why not? Also, you can contribute to my Patreon if you want to, link in the description where you'll also find membership, and my Discord server where you can speak to fans and myself directly. Alright, see y'all next time. Bye!